So for this week's Glass Tower Top 5, we decided to do something a little different. I am here in beautiful Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. I came up to be a mentor to young arts writers at this arts organization called Transformer. And so I met with these writers last night, and we decided to put together a video of art events and destinations that you should come see in Washington, D.C. next time you're here. We are at Transformer, the venerable nonprofit space run by Victoria Reese, our very special guest star.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for being here.
So if you were going to a tourist who's interested in art coming to DC, what do you think that they, aside from Transformer, what do you think that they need to go see?
Well, we are really lucky to have the Smithsonian's and all the museums on the mall.
Did you say the Smithsonian's?
Smithsonian's.
Ah.
Yes, the botanical gardens on the mall are also fantastic.
Which one is your favorite presidential monument?
I think the FDR.
FDR.
Actually, you know what? I think it's the the World War I Washington Monument on the mall, which is kind of a quiet little monument. More on the fringes, while you still can, to go visit the Union Arts Building, where there are a number of artist studios, and Nomad Yard Collective, which is an incredible vintage store.
Now you say why you still can, because it's going to be gentrified.
Yes,
I
think will be something, I don't know.
Well, congratulations on 14 years.
14 years.
Of being in this fantastic little space.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything this fall.
Thank you.
And I'm here now with the artist Ames Armstrong. You are from DC originally, yes?
I am. I grew up in the DC area. My background is primarily performance art, and I kind of came to noise and experimental music by way of that more like experimental theater.
What are some of your favorite spaces?
Spaces? There's a space that just opened recently called Rhizome DC, which is just
from the New York-based Rhizome?
It's the same name, but not.
It's not the same.
As far as I know.
Oh.
But it's an
trademark lawsuit.
It's an old house that a bunch of people got together and turned into an art space. So they host experimental music and workshops, and they've been doing some summer camps for kids this summer. Just a really interesting, diverse programming, and a kind of charming space.
What's your favorite museum?
I kind of love the Portrait Gallery. Outdated, but not in a bad way, about framing a whole museum around this particular type of art making, and really interesting ways that the museums manage to stay contemporary. It's probably the most pleasant.
I think it is.
In DC.
I think it is. I went to the Hirsch Room and I was like, "Where's your cafe?" And they were like, "Cafe,
it's like
please."
A hot dog stand.
There's like a grubby food truck outside.
It's not a presidential monument, but I do really love the Vietnam Memorial. Mylan.
You know what? That is the best memorial.
It's so beautiful and minimal and
yeah. And I'm here with Martina Dodd, and you are a curator and a writer. So, and I met you through the writer program here at Transformer.
Yes.
So you're interested in doing writing?
Yeah, I'm really interested in kind of how we articulate what we see through the arts and how we can convey messages through that.
Are you from DC originally?
I'm from Maryland, so 25 minutes from DC, and I went to school, college in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I went to Baltimore most of the time, and then in my adult life, I'm in DC.
You're in DC.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite art destination in DC?
There's a gallery in Adams Morgan called Morton Fine Art, and it's all contemporary art. There's a few DC-based artists, but she does international. Baltimore and DC at the most is probably 45 minutes away. Baltimore club music and DC go-go music. And they're very different, but if you meet someone that loves DC go-go, they hate Baltimore club music.
Really?
Yeah. I prefer go-go.
You're a traitor to Baltimore.
Yeah. But I grew up in between, so I could pick.
I'm here with Georgie Pain. We're outside of Transformer. So tell me about yourself. What do you do?
I am the Exhibitions and Programs Coordinator here at Transformer.
So you're in charge of the magic.
Yes.
Are you from DC?
I am, born and raised.
Born and raised. All right, so
inside of DC.
Oh, like really, really?
Really DC.
So what's your take on the DC art scene?
I think there's a lot here. I think there's a lot of artists, not a lot of space to make art, but people make do. I think that there are some great spaces like Transformer, Hamiltonian, the Washington Project for the Arts, that really make it accessible for emerging artists to show their work. This fall, I'm most excited about the upcoming show at the Hirshhorn, which is my favorite artist,
Ragnar from Iceland.
Yeah.
That sounds very Viking.
Yeah. He looks like a Viking.
He looks like a Viking, and there's a world conquering aspect to his.
Except when he's playing like the ukulele.
And weeping in a bathtub. What's your favorite place to tell tourists to go here?
My favorite place to tell tourists to go is probably to go to the monuments after hours. So anytime after the sunset, it's fantastic. Yeah, going after the sun goes down, it's cooler, there's less people, and it's really well lit. It's beautiful. The best is to walk up to the Washington Monument. You can actually lie down next to it and put your feet on it. And when you look up, it's this crazy pathway.
Wow.
Really
pathway
great.
into the sky, into the nothingness.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing to do.
Do you see the way it tilts at the top, or do you just perceive it as this path to nothing?
It looks like it's a straight path. Yeah.